attack sides, feeling out what the defense has got going. Because they're both pretty happy to play retake trap styles, and Boaster is in fact the opening kill.
And blood's going to be drawn out, the G2 bodies are dropping. Not relenting though, G2 looking eager to try and take site control, but they've got a crossfire set to try and contend with!
How did he get two?
How the hell are you doing that? Jonah P, drive by, swings by, and just like that in a blink of an eye, it's FNATIC now that are on the back foot.
What a plant as well. They're planting so that they can take heaven control. They know that at least one of these players is on the flank.
Alpha is going to try and deliver shoulder to shoulder. Him and the IGL, Boaster himself, what a shot to connect. Not anticipating it, Boaster delivering an Alpha from the side.
In interviews as well, Boaster, about trying to just get the best possible results before he thinks about retirement. Which is mad, but he has been in the scene for...
Head not popped over towards the ledge as Chronicle holding close. Catches the contact, going for the re-swing. He's going to be traded, but Alpha towards the back. The ghost in hand, and he's going to be buying time for the rest of the team to start to get in and get active. Kayak tearing them apart. Leaf's just going to try and do whatever damage he possibly can from this spot. Has the spike in his back pocket, but no time really to work with. And FNATIC, ever the disciplined team, happy to wait it out.
Kayak would go down in one shot here. Leaf's seen if he can bait somebody out. Ends up falling to the Outlaw of Crash. He's posted up toward...
Pressure from G2 up towards B. Door's going to be opened up. That should be a bit of fear into the back of your minds. Jorgenman has a bullet to the back of the brain. Alpha, swift dismissal. Leaf needs to be careful. He's getting tagged up, bullet tagged. Still alive though, and now reinforcements arriving. G2 looking to clear this all the way out entirely. Crashy's been dropped. Jonah P, even a watchful eye. Explore.
That's exactly where Boaster's waiting with the Stinger. They don't realize A is empty.
Boaster, close quarters here with the Stinger in hand. He's got the util out. Unfortunate with the timing. All signs pointing towards it. Alpha, he's tepid, just tiptoeing in. Chronicle will be able to trade, but it's answered.
G2 are creeping up towards B, and Kayak, he's got to defend.
Salvos pop open to the walls. The door there, you blinds it as a back. Still G2. Oh boy! You can't stand up to it! From FNATIC, wing it out. Jump spot of Crashies. He's missed the potential timing here. Just swinging wide. Trying to take that fight towards it, but smoke into your face, Valin. Has to really just try and get a move on. Now he's onto the side. It's an off-angle play from him, but still player advantage. And the paranoia is beautiful. Splits them up with just the right amount of time, but no way!
Comes to the IGLs as well, Valin. Bit of a new kid on the block compared to the experience of Boaster, but he's been fantastic, and Boaster caught out in the open again. That's twice already in the very first quarter of this map.
It's not full steam ahead from G2. There's still a level of caution. FNATIC are stacking this with a multitude of bodies. It is the eco round.
Yeah, I think the read here from Valin is perfect.
Be careful here with a Marshall in the hands of Alpha. That's snappy. Quick scope straight to the head. He is taken care of though. Chronicle's still trying to at least square up, take a fight, posturing ever so slightly. Taking it with the off-angle play. Crashies is highlighted, lit up. There's no more, so G2 take an early fight sooner than he potentially anticipates. He's going to play his life, try and back the hell out of there. Trent over the shoulder, that bait and switch.
Drift to clear everything, but here it goes.
Yeah, using it nice and early. Just trying to spot out the most of these players. Don't know if he's spotted it off. Yes, Kayak. Time to strike, choose it well. Chronicle, it's instinctual. The wall was up playing. Okay, damage kicking in with a TP. Valen's barely out of there. Trying to play the crossfire setup. Chronicle wins his fight out, and that's going to be locked down to secure. FNATIC have all the advantages here. Everything in the world going their way.
And an investment of the ultimate just to make shit into it.
TP past. Boaster is here, laying in wait with the Odin up through the high ground. Attempt there made. Chronicle just the one before the trade is in sight. Now with that pit, he's going to be laying down towards it. Armageddon on top of it. Clearing out a lot of the extremities. G2 trying to hold on.
Alpha on the flank could be pivotal here. Trent, he knows that he's going to try to take the timing. Calls for backup, and now realizes Alpha hasn't committed.
P, just gone down there. I'm not sure if these are just stray shots coming through. Alpha.
Perfect trade.
Just the one traded instantly. Now the drone and a connection spots him out, highlighting across the board. Leaf is going to back away, trying to play his life. Sliders of corners, snaps towards it. Leaf. Game. Risky setup here, but necessary. It's a half-buy round for them. That is sharp. over towards the mound. This is about to be a bloodbath that's occurring, and it's all going away. Surely a FNATIC gets evened out into a 2v2.
Leaf, though, he caught the perfect kill on Boaster on the other side of things, and now it's all on Kayak with only a Bucky. I mean, he's just begging Valen to walk into him. If he doesn't, how is he going to take the kill?
Scurry of the footsteps. Valen is hyper aware.
And at that, Leaf, he kind of needs to kill that Prowler to create the threat that he could still lurk.
And there's a pop in play. They want to try and get a move on here. This is G2 trying to see if they can lay claim to that B site. Still rain down a hail of bullets. That's just from Boaster. He's going to be supplementing the fire, just trying to make it nice and awkward for G2 while a flank occurs.
Do they have enough people to be able to deal with Chronicle? There is massive pressure on Leaf right now.
Tested. Only just the one. This is FNATIC now. This is their time to shine. They've got a lot of control now towards B main. Flip at the site though. G2 looking to try and take this one up through heaven and a reflank of Valen, but time needs to be played. It's already ticking away, and it's up to Trent to see if he can delay, but smoke in your face, what really can you do from this spot? Timing is taken into a 2v2. They got to know where these players are. To smoke obfuscates, hides the intent. And Kayak, he's there swinging through, seals it up nice and pretty for FNATIC. Gonna be a paranoid, blinds it up, and there's already players just on your tail, just trying to hunt you down, Jorgamo. It's close quarters, it is carnage of what's occurring. Alpha decayed, caught up into the corner from the seas, and Valen was very quick, able to take up most of that space. He's gone forwards. Trust the advantage, he's got a read, and it is a good one. A solo player, Trent just trying to condition with that drone. There's the punish, Kayak towards the back, alongside Chronicles, a stalwart defense. The lock and key here, there's only one left to stand against it, Jonah P.
But Alpha's waiting, and his...
just as the turret gets broken, Kayak is looking for more, he's stunned up and misses it! Trent just cleans him up!
That's amazing from Jorg and Trent!
All on Boaster now though, feeling the heat, it's a paranoia in your face, near-sighted. Plenty of bodies about to be coming towards you. Nightfall avoided, Chronicle! Again, the spam over the shoulder, curtain raised up. Wall of his own, just trying to stunt it. G2 though, not to be dismayed, trying to get a bit of a move on, trying to claim that A site. Moving forwards, that game of time, it's Chronicle. Gets the better of the adversary.
He's been really good so far, Chronicle, a pillar for his team to rely on. And G2, they feel like they have to be the ones making the play. Health disadvantage is so huge, but look at the wrap. Look at Alpha, yeah, already aware of the possibility.
Yeah, this lockdown, drop down should be sealing all of this one up, except Alpha oversteps himself, and the lockdown's going to be broke down regardless. Chronicle layers down that snake bite, and now there's a timing to be taken. FNATIC getting a run on, getting a scurry on. It's being stuck to half, heads are popped. Chronicle dismissed entirely. G2 looking to at least take this space. Doors are open wide, paranoia already expended. Most is going to be using it. This is Anarchy. Crashes to leave from behind. A lot of good work put in though, and now it's up to Boaster to do the rest. Odin in hand.
At all times.
Toxins going up.
Putting a squeeze on him now. Already revealed to the side there. Chronicle, easy cleanup, 6-2.
Dismantle trap plays. And yeah, it can get tense towards the end. The clock can sometimes be Boaster's worst enemy. But Alpha, yeah, Alpha might be his...
There to meet them, Valen. Might take a few risks of his own out towards the blue room, and this is all covered in time. Kayak is there. Cut and down. Primed by Valen, looking for signs of life at the spam. Surely that's it, but they're actually waiting for a little bit further. There it is. Now the go button's going to be called for, but that paranoia did not connect. Chronicle. Unbelievable form. And Alpha on clean-up duty.
Hyper confident, pushing through. Just allowing the players on FNATIC to build up more and more towards those ultimates. Players getting streaks, and Jorg trying to get cleaned up.
It's nice for the class to give it a damage, surely, but the round...
Defending this area of the map.
Yeah.
Are they pivoting B and trying to connect with these guys through the door?
Maybe. Door's broken. No clearance onto the corner. Alpha has his back. Not on my watch is what he's saying. That attack side operator, but time is still becoming a bit of an issue, and shots are rattled. You can feel it. It's getting hectic. It's getting messy. Trent cleaning up onto Chronicle. Time is against them now. It's fully against this FNATIC squad. And G2.
Not for a plant.
Very fast play to be made. That operator picked up into the hands of Leaf now.
Fairly ready for this. Jonah and Jorg.
Jonah sat down onto the side here. Spots it, catching the contact, a bit of spam as well. Comes through. This is Alpha and Chronicle. Laying claim over towards this site. On to B in the plant now to go down. Nothing to push this away.
Crashes managed to upgrade to a Vandal. Can he strike a dagger blow back to his own region?
Huge upgrades. Stun. Has to be sidestep leaf. Just snaps at the Crashies. An off angle by Chronicle. Baiting out with the first shot. Now you're going to see that discipline coming through. Even trying to see if he can punish somebody going for that jump. But the horns out into the open. Counter spam. It's Kayak.
But he's A and be pretty happy no matter where Boaster calls the team to end.
Tight to the corner. Tight to the corner. Jorgamo has the escape policy.
Especially because it allows G2 to then put pedal to the metal and try to punish. And that is such a punish. Looked like Leaf expecting this re-clear, and they are so right.
Who's catching the play though? Strength, jump spotting. Potentially sees it, Valen unaware. Trying to get a move on, trying to get a runaway. Kayak! Just obliterating the opposition. It's up to Jonah P to pick up those pieces. See if he can make a little bit more from it. It's going to be fainting. Getting a bit of a run on. It's not catch the timing. There's no way. There's no way at all! It's shut down by Alfia. No, he's still even getting the wrap around.
He's still going to be able to afford an op in the next round anyway, so.
Last player standing.
When Joel gets caught. FNATIC getting up to 9 here. But I think, really, you've got to be looking.
All grouped up now from FNATIC though. Trying to push players off away from A-Rubble and just trying to take it slowly, steadily, but still that's bullets raining down in and through G2. We're going to try and flood defend this one all the way. Dimensional Drift spots it all out. No guessing game whatsoever. 9 seconds and it's all dropped down. It's all crumbled. FNATIC, Chronicle. It's cheeky with the kills, consolation prizes at the end of the day, but it's not a round win. It's raining down. Not much cover. FNATIC will take it. Paranoia nade, ricocheting, rebounding, tons of util at their disposal here. They've completely shut G2 out of the picture. Straight kill from Leaf.
They're also going to do crazy economic damage to FNATIC because they're just essentially trapping them in the site. One is only with a stinger.
Might be seeing signs of it. Yeah, big brawl. Signs of it. It's a season of nades. Towards here, Jonah B's going to be hearing most of this, and that's the Armageddon. As soon as doors opened up, a slightest of pockets to play inside. And all the way forwards, Jonah B has to be that line of defense. Moving now, 8 seconds remaining to G2. Reinforcing the site. Still time left. Alfie is going to try and defend this one. Defend it, he will. Plant is down. Wincon potentially there. Going to be avoided, at least for now. Util flying forward, sees. Not quite a connection. Paranoia sweeps forwards. Boaster's there. Ready to take the fight and lay claim to most of this site. They need some help when he's at it. Kayak drifting into it. Trying to take the fight straight to them. And it's a bloodbath up towards heaven. One away from the ult. Kayak is going to be happy with that, and the last one spotted out, rooted out.
Toxins going up.
If we just look to do some damage here, and Kayak's been set up perfect.
Yeah, has a little bit of an opening on B. But this fight over towards A could define the round. Alpha's in on B.
Yep, Alpha is completely cracked over the B site, and now putting a squeeze, a pincer play. Over towards A, all that aggression of G2 was just dissipated. They're the ones left scrambling, showstopper down. Just tagging into the clone, Jorgman will get it, but Crashies is there. Cleans it up. 3 players left to stand here. Boaster with the plan is going to be sticking this safety in the back of his mind because Crashies is watching it all. Leaf slipped his way in, found that timing and that gap. This is it, surely. FNATIC on the cusp, on the brink of taking map 1. G2's map pick, it's all on to Leaf. 6 bullets left, timing not there. It's a 13-10 to finish here. Nothing crazy though from FNATIC.
They're expecting the re-clear.
And expected they will at least be rewarded. Alpha is going to be sailing up and over towards it. Exchanged evenly, but out of satchels in hand. Alpha.
That's a great shot.
Straight into the fray. Leaf is there. Runs back with the flash is even better. Jonah P is going to do a lot from this spot. And Trent does supplement. There's still a player disadvantage for them. Time running short. How do you get yourself in through the back at this?
The heaven lurk.
Heaven lurk is what they're waiting for. That's on the timing. Crashies just laying around towards the side. And he's already dropped down, but he wasn't expecting it. Trent, if he stays alive, he's won the round. Trent! This util is going to be the Prowler. Kayak taking that space. Stray shots fired down at Bulldog. Not exactly the weapon of choice here, but with the horns followed up, Leaf is here. Fill in the gaps of the defense.
Oh, and the C's into the snakebite combo to give Leaf a third. Leaf now actually going to be approaching a Viper's Pit. He's able to clean up the rest of these players.
Looking for the last few. Spots it out. Chronicles drop two of them. Spike accessible to a degree, but Valen is quick to recover. Chronicle out of the path. Jorgamo looking to potentially take a fight here. Knife out for Kaya. Oh my, that's unfortunate timing.
I mean, that's a weird decision as well, isn't it? Leaf versus Chronicle. And Chronicle gets the better end of it after Valen had already retreated. And now Valen's alone and isolated on the A side with the Paranoia as his best friend.
That's to anchor single-handedly. Reinforcements arriving in the form of Trent, but he doesn't really have a weapon to his name. It's the classic and a bit of Utah. They can hear it now. Smokes are going to start to be laid down, blossoming. Vault reveals. And not even the exit for Valen. Just trying to TP out of it, but just opened his body up wide for it. So FNATIC, methodical approach towards it. Trying to hold back the onslaught now that G2 are trying to dish out. No one is ready for Alpha.
Yeah, that's a nice cleanup from FNATIC. Really good positioning too. Even if Alpha hadn't been able to close out with 3 kills, Boaster Jorgamo's gone back into a more passive position.
Trying to square up towards it. What a shot!
Jorg has just decided. It is a nice seize though, because he gets Jonah P back onto the line.
So much pressure happening. Boaster! Oh no, no, no!
Spike down, mid.
It's not ideal.
He's just gifted them the spike, hasn't he?
Spike dropped down.
I mean, that I don't think was even. I think that was just supposed to be fake pressure anyway. Kron might have done enough.
Has to be the savior for him. Leaf, judge in hand. Lets it loose and lets it rip. So putting a bit of fear into them, putting the squeeze now into Leaf, and a bit of spam chopping him down. Leaf
20
at
seconds.
the knees, 20 seconds, scrambling, dashing.
Spike down, mid.
And it's leaving it just down to Crashies. A spike essentially unretrievable. 3-1 for...
Decided to use the pit in mid. Boaster's just spamming into it, but with how much FNATIC were doing 1-3-1 deep, waltzing, okay, Alpha's just gonna rip Trent apart.
That's a TP. Straight down to default. Taking a fight. Valen chopped down. Showstopper even expended. That's out the back pocket of Alpha. This is going to be a quick scurry away. G2 do not want any part of this.
30 seconds
Yeah,
left.
they don't want to get caught by some kind of splash rocket that gets fired into heaven. Their A-ramp fight is going to be crucial here. Chronicle's just been amazing today.
It's going to try and do it all with a judge! Chronicle!
He's perfect.
Hitting shots like that! Boaster just...
But nobody scaled off the back of the Prowler for FNATIC. Playing it slow, cautiously.
Valen takes a peek here. You could be in a world of hurt.
That's just
Poor
spam.
timings, contacting, walking up onto the line. Valen wants a little bit more. It's good with a trade though. Crashies shuts that down.
Maybe an overpeak from Valen there. I think it's difficult to take 1 kill and make it into 2 against FNATIC when they're so disciplined. But still a player advantage.
3v4, wait, just see the barrel. Just see the barrel.
Clumsy movement, arguably, from some kind of immaculate read. I'm not seeing that just yet today. Leaf caught towards the end, but it's not going to do too much damage. You know, you still got that in your back pocket over towards the retake.
Trying to take the fight forwards into their spawns. A flash and a play into it. Clone just eating a bunch of that damage. Jorgamo answers, drops down Kayak. Pit now into your face, and this dimensional drift needs to get value. Nightfall in through, into the back, spam and a shorty! Jorgamo, he's got access now towards it, and Chronicle down, that means the pit alongside with it. Jorgamo, there's no stopping him right now. Boaster, gonna do it all from an uncomfortable spot indeed to buy time for Alpha, to buy time for this guy to shine. 7 bullets left, Trent repositions.
6 bullets.
Leaves it into the 1v1 and time is ticking away from
Bad
Trent.
plan.
It's a bad plan, he's sticking this.
Alpha!
Have on it, Alpha wide. He's gonna swing, he's
He's
gonna
lost
swing
it.
now, Alpha! He's good.
The best post-plant team is playing against the best retake team.
Let's see what comes out on top. Fight forwards, out towards Pillar, the guns and the weaponry. Not ideal for G2. Starting to at least drop down into the sides, and the feed is filled up. One shade of teal. Alpha standing alone. Chronicle is going to pick up these pieces with a double face like that. G2. Ram take here from FNATIC, and this does put the squeeze now onto Leaf. Trying to lay in wait, and they're already putting a drop on him. Bucky in hand. And Alpha obtains the upgrade.
That's beautiful.
Slowly but surely, FNATIC are dissecting this site. Taking the map control away. It's going to be ult expended just to try and get themselves back in. But it's wasted. Sees is perfect. Trent just trying to stay tucked in, but the horn reveals all. There will be no escape. Not this time. Not from what FNATIC are putting on show.
They cross every T and dot every I. When things work for FNATIC in this slow-paced style, it looks so perfect.
Last player standing.
And it's desperation by G2, just wandering. It's ready to deliver.
Leaf again has gotten stuck a little bit in vent here. Jorg gets destroyed on site.
Yeah, just trying to anchor over towards A. Slide off angle, I think, trying to catch a cross. Gap, a small window that Leaf wants to try and play himself in and towards. The Sheriff does sing into his hands. Will be. G1 to end it at this point. FNATIC, anchor smokes are laid down. G2 trying to play that time. Kayak cracks it open and cracks heads while he's at it. Moving forwards, Trent has not been dislodged. Not been dislodged at all. Leaf, he's denied the plant. And the time is the worst enemy of this FNATIC squad.
Trent has done it again!
He stays alive in the final moment.
Much faster round from them.
Completely overwhelming here, but at the 9-4, Alpha trying to evacuate, trying to back himself out. Crashes is immaculate across their placement, yet G2 not to be outdone. Already in, through, onto the site. Crossfire setup is set up indeed. Alpha trying to back away, trying to play the timing well to pull.
Chronicle in heaven as well.
Leaf is already taken out. Alpha, Chronicle the heaven player. Late flank round. He's been taken out, and now Boaster. Last one left to do it all. The pull was used earlier. Nothing else to delay. It comes down to random spams. He comes down to the clutch. And Boaster might have just done it all. No way! Turns up under scrutiny. Paranoia. Still prime, still ready. Jonah P will have to let loose some util of his own, and then looking for that refight up towards heaven. It's an important one. Valen has to reposition. Losing control out towards it. Jonah P with a flash and backing himself out. TP to try and escape. The dimensional drift is going to be pointing all of this out. Kayak. He's getting the info for his team. Also trying to take that peek and that fight towards it. It's disjointed. Valen's doing this one with just a Spectre in hand, but not for much longer. Time. Still playing against them. Tapping away. Jorgmo's now there. Ult of his own. He's straight into the fight.
Spike planted.
The peak from Trent dropped down to just 50 health. This damage done to a variety of them. And Crashy players ready to pounce. Flash. The fault line. Chronicle's going to be stunned up, and it's a bit lame, but it's a bit disjointed from G2. Still gets the one from that freebie. Alpha from behind, but maybe about to be backstabbed in the blink of an eye. Dropping down silently. G2 are very aware of the fact. Surely hearing it, surely not. Might be able to claim this kill. Alpha is out wide, and there it is from behind. Leaf, let's get it. Boaster's there, instantly there with a trade-off, but a bit flustered in his approach. He can't take the clean fight. Big shot there, straight to the shoulder. Backs himself out. Gets a bit of info for the team, though. The fault line is good. Jorgmo takes the peek off of it. Crash is gone. Kayak, it's all on his shoulders. Heavy weight to burden to try and win this one with time ticking in the way that it is. G2 is seeing it. So Crashies, good C's, wall up.
This is going to help Alpha.
Yeah, Alpha's all the way behind. There's no timing to be caught here, so that's a beautiful kill.
Thing is, doesn't actually give any weaponry away. Leaves the one player allowed to be aggro on his lurk to give information.
Bit of pace behind this one. Could be gaps for FNATIC to play in. Could be mistakes that they could absolutely capitalize on. Just the pistols in their hands, and they're making it work regardless. Jorgmo, just like that. Shoes on the other foot. He's the last one left to stand against this, and the damage has been done. Indeed, already the net tightening. B-main control as FNATIC. They have almost the whole of the site. Jorgmo in a spot like this will have to do a lot. No free kills going to be given up whatsoever, and off of Boaster. Here comes the swing.
That's
shot
a lot
through
of
the
damage.
wall. Crashes. His hands. 10 seconds left. It's getting dire. Out towards the top. Just can't land a shot. FNATIC.
Straight back into this game. And anytime you have a thrifty like that, round two, you're also allowing FNATIC to build up to these big ultimates.
Yeah, they're going to start farming. Orbs attempted to be picked up here, but just around.
Though, to be honest, the ones you're scared of for the defenders to get online are Chronicles and Alphas. Not like they've had any trouble getting up to ults quickly, though, because they've been fragging like demons in this game so far.
And they've been ridiculous. The backbone for the team, Trent.
Where are you? 30
Who
seconds.
to be offering them. Clone taking the bullets. Time getting against them once more. Kayak has going to be falling there, but Boaster in through behind. Easy with the cleanup. 8 to with the Nightfall. It's going to be colliding. Pulls going to be used out early. Jorgamo already dipping his way in through the back of the site. And a wonderful peek at that. FNATIC trying to make a go of this one here. Kayak with the operator in his hands. On through the high ground. Kills are collected and claimed across the board.
Full mid control just allows them to slice up the defenders.
Double drop down, Alpha, he's up onto the ropes.
And now
to the head. Dimensional drift from Kayak, he's going to be getting a lot of information. A lot of ults expended, even that. It's a cosmic divide, and they're trying to take this fight forward. G2 with a lesser weaponry, not to be denied that space. In through spawn already, Jonah P picking up that upgrade. And it's a complete collapse once more. Throwing some fakes into the mix. Trying to spot out some of these players. Kayak inserted, but reveals it. Just missed timing onto it. Jorgamo had to exit out through D. He survives. G2 doing up now, trying to set themselves up for a complete attempt and all the way through. This is Boaster back against the wall. A lot to do from this spot. Chronicle trying to dodge and juke and avoid most of it. The ire is coming his way. G2 with that side control. Trent has to be that playmaker. What a swing and what a play. Chronicle single-handedly saving the day. Going to be tanking some of the bullets. Alpha just trying to evacuate. A lot of bodies though trying to make their way in through, and Chronicle has been overwhelmed. Boaster
Spike down mid.
reciprocates.
And this time FNATIC are actually trying to fight G2,
Hold
but
up.
they are losing a 3v3, and G2 have managed to gain mid control. It was contested,
I got the spike.
and at least it's given them information for somebody like Crashies to be able to wrap fully round on this flank.
Jonah does not have a gun to try and stop this. It's a classic in hand, and Crashies is going forward. It's a slight off angle, takes a dink to the head. They're trying to run him down. Trent, no denial of the kill. Upgrades across the board now. It's 2 from FNATIC, Kayak and Boaster to do it all.
I think this read is really nice as well. When Crashies gets caught here, pretty confident there's not going to be as many players over towards
30
B.
seconds left.
All still being used though. In the back pocket, Kayak's ahead of it. He's found that timing, he's straight ahead of it. Kayak needs some kills to be claimed though. Catches the first! We're not expecting that. Jonah P was down from behind!
And the time has not been a problem for G2 this series just yet.
25 seconds left, and you can hear it rumble of the footsteps, and there it is! Trying to make their way forwards. A bit of spam coming through, but still evens out. G2 and spending everything, but can they remove Crashies finally? Yes. Time, 11 seconds left.
10 seconds left.
Utilizing the pit though against 2 players with light weaponry could be a disaster for Leaf.
Out forwards, trying to take that timing. Leaf, seeing if they've crossed past it already. Boaster can get in close and personal. Bucky in hand. All the way through, that's a bullet to the back. Pellets raining down and the pit falls because of it. Nothing to hide, Trent away. He's got to do it all from this spot here. The jiggle, the shots, it's immaculate from Boaster. The 2v1, smoke up, full committal. And Chronicle sticking, counter spam from Boaster. It's more, a map ahead. Looking for the round is going to make all the difference. G2 are forwards, the horn not broken, dropping down, no mistakes are being made. Alpha sends it flying forwards with the boombot in hand, wants to try and take it. It's a gun uploaded, Jonah. Bit of TP now into the back in the space. Right there, they have no idea, they are none the wiser. Kayak, it's your time to shine, and shine he does! Absolutely ridiculous! Good for it, it's a seize. Dodged alongside that aftershock. Another flash into his face with the power on top of it, Jorgamo.
That's a monster entry.
Lights up.
It's been amazing for the retake, honestly, to combine with Crashies, but Crashies pushed up.
No way, Valorant expects it and he doesn't.
It's
dropped.
It's a wild off angle, that one.
30 seconds left. B main control still there for FNATIC. They have a beautiful hold on this one. Even the Nightfall going to be expended. Flash up into the faces here. G2, a weakened, decayed down. Lee finds it. Clears up that one question mark. Kayak answers again. 14 seconds. Layers them all down. Lines them all up and Leaf. Knife out. He's going to do it all now, but there's no chance in hell. Swarmed in his position. A tap to force it out. It's 12 rounds for FNATIC. Hyperactive as a seize and an aid. TP to disengage. Valen still has his life, but that timing is caught. It's a bullet to the side of the head from Leaf. And now he has to watch in dismay from the spectator seat as your team's chances are dwindling. It's FNATIC entirely here. Kayak looking to drop, and Valen is gone. The captain removed. If you're G2, FNATIC are not in the business of giving them out. Already to swing in the face. Alfia claims the space and more. Jonah P to last-ditch effort. But that's all it's looking to be. Beautiful from FNATIC. And they sent G2